And see, sometimes we bring undue stress upon ourselves trying to make children live in traditions we ourselves have created. You see, how many of us know that just because you went into medicine, it doesn't mean the child is going to go into medicine? It doesn't mean that because you're into music that the child will be into music. As much as I would love for my children to follow in my footsteps so I can pass down the knowledge that God has given, I realize that they were created for God's glory and not mine. And I want to hear me on this. This is not a call to parental indifference. You see, there is an interesting balance that has to be struck. In other words, we have to guide them and help manage their gifts. We are supposed to help them not quit and make sure that they don't give up. But how many of us can testify that each and every one of our kids is as different as every day of the week? Am I preaching to anybody today? In other words, if they are not into sports, you just can't force them to be into sports. You can invest all the money in the world in instruments, and when they're 18 years old, they're going to put them down. You can try to get them to like a certain man or young woman, but until they see it for themselves, it will not matter. And what I'm saying today, saints, is not that you should not care. I'm trying to let you know where your power is. I need you to know you've got more power in your prayer closet than you have on your soapbox. In other words, the reason the relationship is fractured with your adult children is you spend more time on your soapbox than you do in your prayer closet. But do I have one witness that knows that the prayers of the righteous availeth much, and that what God does from your prayers is more than what you can do with 10,000 speeches? And see, I need us to get this principle. See, how many of us know that parents are supposed to be training wheels, not handlebars? Okay. In other words, I need you to know Jesus is supposed to be the handlebar that steers them. But mom and dad are supposed to be on both sides as training wheels to brace them. Oh, y'all quiet today. In other words, daddy's on one side, mama's on the other side, and you're bracing them so that they don't fall. But how many of us know that at some point training wheels get taken away? And see, I need you to know that if you train them to know Jesus when they're young, you don't mind falling back when they get old. But because you didn't give them Jesus in their season, you're trying to parent them outside of the season. Are you hearing what I'm saying today?